What's up, Gotham AFTERBUZZers? Today, we're talking the season finale, baby. We're here. So, come on.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
There she is.
Yeah, that is catchy.
Yeah, and so are her videos.
I know her videos are kind of catchy too.
Yeah.
They're kind of perky. They're kind of well developed.
Yes, and with that,
All right, everybody, welcome. We're here. We're here to the season finale. It's
Yes,
over.
it's over.
22 weeks of non-stop.
Well,
listening to us.
I know, of non-stop. Well, sometimes there are stops in between.
No, it was like 35 weeks of stops.
Yeah, that's
Along
true.
the way of these 22 weeks.
Yeah.
I know. It's these extended seasons, 22, 23, right? Is it always
No, it's
like
always
that?
22.
Oh?
Yeah, 22.
24
It just
would be an
seems
extended.
really long.
Yeah.
Because they take a lot of weeks off.
And the big break that they took from winter,
Yeah.
that I think made it feel even extra long than it
Yeah,
already was.
That was a big one, but this is a big one because this is the final one. What's up, guys? Welcome to Gotham Season 2, season finale, episode 22, Transference. If you guys haven't already, please go to youtube.com/AfterBuzz TV. Like us, subscribe, share, iTunes, SoundCloud. I'm your host, Micheal Drew. You can find me on Twitter at Michael_Drew, Michael EAL. You can find me on Instagram at the same damn name.
That's crazy.
Now, for the final part of the season, I am here for the final time, probably for like another year with what?
Math, but okay.
Well, I mean, next to me first we have Monse Bolanos.
Thank you. I wasn't sure if he was going to say my name. You know, you
We
can
were
never tell.
I know,
Like,
it's
it's
something-
always like, does he introduce? Does he not? Hi, everybody. I'm excited to talk about the show because I did not like the first half. And in the second half, I was like, okay, now I'm on board. Thank you. You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos, MonseBolanos. And for the last time this season, to my left, Mr. Steve Kaufmann.
Steve
Thank
Kaufmann.
you so much. You guys can find me on Twitter at Steve Kaufmann. That is KAUFMANN. Let's jump right in.
M-A-N-N-N.
MANN.
I think one of the reasons you really like that second half of the episode was because Fish Mooney, I think she was the best part of this episode.
You know what? There was a lot of things I actually really liked about it. I just felt like the first half of the episode didn't feel like a season finale.
Yeah, okay.
I felt like last episode felt more like a season finale than the first part of this episode.
Yeah.
And then it kind of kicked into gear for me like around halfway where I was like, okay, so even though the beginning was a little slow, maybe that's what it was. Or
I think
just,
it was bottled. The entire...
Yeah.
Well, because... And I think, judging from our predictions last week, we were all expecting them to get out of Indian Hill
Right.
by midway through the season, by midway through this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, literally get out like, we have to deal with the monsters now.
Yeah.
And, like, that didn't happen till the very end of the episode. I think that's what was bugging me, that it was just like, so they're just going to be in Indian Hill this whole time?
I think
So everybody's going to Bond villain? Just tell them what's up?
but they had so much into this episode, which I thought was cool. Like they had I thought Fish Mooney really stole the show a lot for me.
She was great.
plays
She was
such a
wonderful.
She's such a good like dominating villain. As like a leader. Like she can't be a number two.
Right. And
she
yet
can't be number two.
She's so calm at times,
Yeah.
but is so has such a command when she's in a scene, even if she says nothing.
Yes.
You're just like, what are you like? Your
know.
silence scares me.
I know.
And when you speak, it scares me more.
It's like sometimes she's so good at, I think just the Jada Pinkett Smith's skill set. She could sometimes be over campy, which is a good thing. Sometimes she can camp it up,
Right.
Or then she can just be so subtle.
And
You
still
know?
be captivating.
And it works. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
and it really works.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we also had a supervillain fight.
Of course.
We had a straight.
I was about to hit pause and just be like, battle!
Yeah.
Straight
It's intense.
ice versus fire.
Do you want to know who wins?
Who?
We do.
We do. You're right. It was
The
just.
audience.
I know. And I mean, I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, it was good. It was good. All right, so okay, we'll just go from the top then. Initially, we all liked it. We all thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I ended happily.
Yeah,
like good
I ended
season.
happily too.
I wanted them to deal with the monsters like this season.
Oh no.
I wanted them to like. I don't know.
But doesn't it excite you for what is to come?
Yes.
Kind of, but
And
then
it-
like that's like September's like a million years from now.
Yeah, but
That's how I feel about Grimm. Goodness.
I feel I already know where it's gonna end up going. So, but that'll be my prediction.
All right.
My smash season finale prediction.
All right.
Okay, so we start off with them going to Arkham, and Clayface comes out, which was I love it when they have an actor playing dual characters.
Yeah.
He's playing the same character in the same episode.
Yeah.
It's he did such a good job, Ben McKenzie.
That's always a fun thing to play.
Yeah.
Or like when you play a character for so long and you're just like, I'm gonna play the guy playing the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not the guy. I'm the other guy who's dressed as the guy.
Yeah. I wonder if they were like, go further than that,
And it
because you
was-
know how it's like you have to show a big dramatic difference. Like, so it's like I wonder if because sometimes as an actor I feel like it's hard to like push your boundaries.
Yeah.
You think, am I going too far? I wonder for this one they're like, keep going,
Yeah.
go like as far as you can to kind of almost to be unbelievable. Like you're going too much.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job of playing this character who was he was playing Jim as if he had a mask on. You know what I mean? It's like and he was trying to feel it out. Like even when he did the smiling felt like oh, is this what I would do right now?
Yeah, like it was like forced and
Yeah.
almost like bigger on one side. He's like, is this how he smiles? Like, yeah.
And it's like you saw him working his way through his confidence, trying to find his way. Like, oh yeah, he would say this. Hey, it's too much. Don't worry about it. You know, he was just like, it was great. So that guy that I just spoke about, Clayface comes out and he finds the entire GCPD, and they head back.
Yeah, because he's like, all good.
And
No, it's all good. It's okay.
it's all good. Yeah,
It's a 10-8.
yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
10-8.
That's pretty much everything he did throughout the whole episode. It's like it's under. Don't he's clean. He's clean. I said it. He's clean.
Yeah.
And then we quickly go to the Enigma game. This is. I thought this was so good. I thought it was gonna be longer, aside from 2 questions. But he was wrong. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't make him smarter than he was. Enigma starts playing the riddle game with Bruce, asking him questions. The first question he got right. And anyone remember the first question?
Who runs Indian Hill?
who runs
Yes.
Indian Hill? Because I wrote the court. So
Yes.
if he ever reveals that, I can point to it on the page to
Yeah.
both of you. And then they never actually did. But every
No.
time that question got asked, I kept drawing a line back
Like,
to
yeah.
the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the
means the
first
court.
question.
So he runs. They said. So they kept pretty much going down the line trying to find out who runs Indian Hill. I mean, who runs Indian Hill? And then when he answered that,
Which he said Wayne
which he said Wayne
Enterprises.
Enterprise, then who runs Wayne Enterprise? And they were baffled.
And even Lucius, who's like, I've been there 10 years.
Like, I
Like,
know.
it's the board.
Yeah.
It's the board. And he's like, no, like that can't be it. Come on, Lucius. Bruce was on it, unless Lucius has been lying this whole time.
Yeah.
No, I think Lucius genuinely doesn't know.
I agree
think,
with you,
I think
too.
Alfred knows.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I hope I'm
You
right.
think, you
But
think Alfred knows what?
I
about
think,
the secret council.
or I think Alfred knows. I don't think he knows it as a secret council as much as he knows it as a thing to not be messed with.
Yeah.
Like Alfred strikes me as one of those people who it's like, well, that sounds like something I should not let Master Bruce find.
Right, and if he probably had that relationship with Bruce's father, to that he probably would know this information. Maybe not like I said that he knows it's the secret council, but like he says that he knows about it. He knows there's something there in existence that shouldn't be touched.
That stuff that anytime Bruce's father brought it up, he's like, Master, I'm just going to leave the room. I
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
I don't want to know about these things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Off you puff.
This is the final
bloody
episode.
hell.
We're gonna get these damn impressions.
I know.
Embrace them.
It's all right.
Listeners.
He'll put up videos for you guys.
Yes,
Don't
I'll
every
worry.
week.
start Instagramming.
Start Instagramming, just quoting Alfred.
Just on Thursdays.
Just on Thursdays.
Alfred's thoughts. Alfred's thoughts on politics. Well, you knew.
Well, Donald Trump. I think really the crazy thing on his head is what's running.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so he plays a real game with Bruce, and then he gets it wrong. And when the gas came out, it was kind of like, oh damn.
Already?
Yeah, we
that
all
was-
responded like that.
Well, because that was the Act 2 cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Where I was like, wait, you just kill Batman?
I know.
Yeah.
It was like we're still like 30
You
40
just
minutes
kill
to go.
Batman and Morgan Freeman?
Yeah.
Like, second commercial break in the second season?
Yeah, and I was like,
Just
okay,
leave me
maybe.
out.
And
Yeah.
I was like, nobody's coming in. Maybe it's a poisonous gas that takes forever, and that's how they get saved. Like I just was like, how is this gonna work?
Real quick on a side note, I love how Lucius is like everything is just so high above Lucius's head. Like he's just so not used to any of this.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you're alive. All right, good. So am I. Like he's just like going by the seat of his pants.
Yeah.
He's just I thought that was played real well.
Whereas Wayne and Gordon are like, yeah, this happens.
Yeah.
You wind up waking up in a room one day. It just kind of goes down.
Yeah,
kinda
this
goes down.
is welcome to Gotham. You know, it's like, damn, this is insane. So they have their little moment. They pass out, and while this is going on, Hugo, he goes in and he gives Jim, the real Jim, he gives him a truth serum.
Yeah.
The truth serum scene was pretty dope.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah, it was
They
good.
kind of went fully, and I'm glad that we got a lot out of Jim.
Yeah.
And it leads him to the things he ends up doing later on in the episode. He can't get anything from the guy because Jim doesn't know anything. But we find out that Jim feels guilty about Lee.
Is that truth serum available like on the black market?
I know,
like,
right?
Am I able
That's not a weird question.
Am I able to attain such things
How does one get some?
I know.
for our recreational use?
Yeah. But here, guys. So and then Strange goes all the way down, and he tries to do his best to find out. Like we see what he really wants to find out. Does he know about the council?
Right.
Like, does he know
What
about the
does he
council? And it's the same thing with Nigma. That's why Nigma was doing that, to find out does he know about the council.
Well, it looks like they had two reasons. Enigma had two reasons for Lil Wayne.
Really? Why? What was the second
One was
reason?
the other to knock him unconscious so they can take his blood and then make an emo Lil Wayne.
But don't you think that?
When else would they have taken it? That would.
Do you think they created the very?
They created an emo Lil Wayne.
That fast? Is that what you're about to
Yeah.
say? Yeah, I think it was too fast. I don't think that's
When
what
else
it was.
would it have been the scene 3 weeks ago or last week where he asked for? No, I think this is it.
I think that's
Well,
so
maybe
that's too fast.
but you don't know. It could have been something from. It could have been a sperm cell he took from Thomas. He's known Thomas for a long time before Thomas died.
They're gonna show us in the next season when it was, and we're gonna be like, oh, that moment. It's gonna be something like that. They'll do a flashback as to how they were able to create Lil Wayne.
Ooh,
Part two.
Martin in the chat. Steve, I think that other Bruce is a secret twin brother stolen at birth by the court. I like that a lot.
Wow.
But it
Not
I
bad.
don't know if the court would trust. As of this moment, I don't know if the court would have trusted the secret Wayne twin
Right.
with.
I mean, but if they've had him the whole time, they've molded him since he was a child.
That'd be creepy.
Like
That's
if they've had him from the beginning, which that's a good theory.
that would make him the big bad of the first half of season 3,
Wow, that's
and
a good
not
one.
Fish Mooney. Fish Mooney would be like fighting against them.
Yeah.
We're all with Fish Mooney now.
So all right, so Hugo pretty much gets all the answers from Jim, and then he's just gonna kill him. I mean, that's essentially.
Right. He
Right?
tells him.
Well,
You're
he's gonna blow up Indian Hill with Jim there.
Yeah.
Big difference. Because he could just kill Jim. He could have just slit Jim's throat after he got all the information.
Yeah.
But that's
Where's-
not Hugo's character to kill
course not.
somebody with his own hands.
Yeah, I thought, man, he played. I'm gonna miss that character too. Well, I mean, we're probably
He's not dead.
He's not dead. You're right. He's not dead. So then we get to the point where Bruce and when Bruce and Lucius wake up, they wake up next to Jim, and I love that part where they just wake up. And they're like, "Oh wait, are we dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Guess I'm not dead." Like Lucius is so like, "Oh man, this is a." And he kind of gives us this impression that like this is kind of fun. Like I don't do this normally.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So they go through this, and Jim, still being hit with the serum, apologizes to Bruce.
Right.
That's the baby Bruce.
Yeah.
He's trying to find his
Well,
way.
truth serum.
Yeah.
No true serum.
Hey, I was an idiot for saying I could solve a murder
Yeah.
that was caused by the secret society that runs Gotham. My bad.
My bad.
My fault.
It was kind of Hugo Strange. It was kind of Matches Malone. It was really like the New World Order. And I'm sorry. I should have not promised you I could take down the New World Order.
While this is all going down over at the GCPD, they're starting to grow weary of Clayface / Jim Gordon's.
Well, can we talk
antics.
about Bruce
Yeah.
and Selina's conversation when she
Okay, all right,
comes?
yeah, we do
That
know.
bothered me. That's why I want to. It irritated. Well, I was
was a
like,
nag.
seriously, against Selina, you're gonna be this little brat about the situation, and then she goes and again is like, oh, the hero. It's like,
I think
but it happens like every episode that has a thing revolving her. She does that.
It's
Yeah.
like the game. She nagged him there.
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
does it all the time. And
She's
this time
just-
I was just like, at first I was like, oh,
This is not the
seriously?
time.
Not the time to be a little brat. And then she went and saved the day, and I was like, of course.
I like
Of
the
course.
gender reversal here.
Well, I mean, it's purely in like I think it's in her character to do something like that.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the writing. It's like that's just what she's gonna do. She's gonna egg him on. She's gonna do this, and that, and then in the end, it's good intentions.
Like I'm only here because I'm not here because you told me to be here. I'm just here.
Yeah, like come on, dude. You can't tell me what to do. All right, Selina, they're about to die.
Yeah.
Like
those shoes look like kind of pretty. Like they're not the prettiest shoes you own, but they look all right.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I just wanted to get that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the precinct. Everybody starts getting weary about Clayface.
So Selina does that, and then Selina leaves. And we're just like, all right. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a bomb for you guys. Yeah, she tells them that, and then she leaves. And Bruce is just like, up. Well.
Once again, Lucius is like, "What? There's a bomb? What the?" And then like Gordon and Bruce are just like, "Okay,
got them, baby.
Nuke. All right,
Gotham.
It's the streets, baby." So then we're there, and then they're starting to get weary of a Clayface / Jim. Mm-hmm. And he's acting weirder and weirder. And then Barbara shows up, and he gets so gassed up. And I was excited for this scene because I was really curious to see where it would go. And he was just, he was acting so un-Jim Gordon-like that Barbara was just like, wait a second. And she saw it ASAP.
Also, can we talk about Penguin's mother-in-law's head as a mantelpiece?
Yeah.
And Barbara
held to the yes.
Yeah.
giving a very good idea and the interior decoration as to where it goes.
Yeah. Before Barbara heads out to the GCPD.
That was cool. That was a good scene.
Yeah. That made me jump.
Because we were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Like, what are you doing with the body?
Yeah, like, because you fed the other two bodies to her.
So,
but what are you doing with her? And the answer is, he didn't look like he mummified it at all. It looks like he's just going to let that decay on the table. Like, that would be a real conversation piece.
Yeah.
It seems like a Penguin's just got, it seems like he's gotten more insane. So I don't know if he would have done that in season 1. Like that.
He goes through ups, it's like ups and downs.
I'll take this time to mention, because y'all would literally kill me if I didn't. Yael Teagle, AfterBuzz TV's own, will be at the MCM London Comic-Con.
Oh.
And she told me she has no guarantees, but she may get to interview the woman who plays Barbara Keene.
Oh!
So if any of you have any questions for Yael Teagle and all
Now's
the people,
the time.
tweet at her.
Yes.
Let her know what your questions are for the people who might be at the MCM London Comic-Con.
Yeah.
London, like...
In London. She's going to London, like, in 2 days.
Not USA.
That's crazy. I thought you were going to be like, London, Connecticut? Like London?
No, London, UK.
Like with the Queen.
Wow.
She
by the
flies
way,
with the Queen.
She goes with the Queen.
does.
That the whole time I was like, how can they not tell it's not Jim? And especially because Bullock kept trying to like figure it out. Like he would look at him, and it irritated me so much. And then of course a woman comes, and the woman's like, "This is not Jim." It's no. It's just that boys are just kind of like, he's fine. That's not a big deal. Like he's sick. Yeah, like you wouldn't think twice about it.
Classic Bullock.
And then like us ladies, we like to overthink everything. So it's like one word you say off, it's like, wait, what?
I know. She probably didn't even mean it. She probably was just getting upset at him. Like, you're not Jim. This ain't Jim.
But it was just so funny how it's like, of course, in a second, Barbara figures it out.
What about those 4 weeks last month that I sent Jesse Klein in my place? You did not notice.
Like he had a mask? Who was he?
He didn't know anything about this show either. He knew a lot about Batman.
Yeah. Real quick, while this is all going on, Fish is trying to lure in Miss Peabody.
Yes.
What'd you think about that?
I like the scene. I
was
thought
excited
it
to see
was
this
a little
was
slow.
A
This
little
was-
too much
I
of
liked
the
it.
almost touching. Oh, I'm not gonna touch. It was too much.
I liked their back and forth. I thought they had good chemistry.
That was
Even
good.
though it wasn't a lot, I liked their scenes together.
That conversation was great.
It was.
It was the showing of the hand trying to touch her. It was, to me, it went too far. It was good.
Yeah,
And then it was like 3 times.
It was slow.
3. Yeah. It was like, no.
But once she finally touched her, I do have a question. If she has the power of suggestion, why does she need to give stakes?
Maybe Fish is just maybe Fish doesn't hate her. Maybe Fish respects another powerful woman.
Yeah.
So she doesn't really want to just axe her.
I don't. Okay, but like I don't know how to deal with Fish having respect for people. But like
she
essentially,
does. She's been known to have respect.
we found out Miss Peabody's name. It's Ethel.
Yeah.
She looks
thought
like
we
an
knew
Ethel.
that.
Ethel's a good name.
We never knew. She was always
thought
Miss
Hugo.
She was Miss Peabody. He always called her Miss Peabody.
Yeah, he did always call her Miss Peabody.
So
She has
think
very
you're
generic.
wrong.
No, we're not wrong.
No,
Come
I
on.
do.
Watch yourself. No.
And everyone listening, anybody in chat, didn't we already know her name was Ethel?
Never.
I will defer to the chat. I will
I am almost
won't.
positive.
I
Because
won't.
I knew that. I felt like unless I read it on the IMDb and then
could've
it's just
been
in
it.
my head, you know what I mean? But I knew that.
Well, you are very studious.
I
so
will
I think
defer
you did that.
to the group wisdom of the chat. The chat is going wild about probably a Thomas Wayne Jr. or a Bruce Wayne older brother who was Lincoln March Owlman. But I think the internet's gonna explode a little from that little tidbit they gave us at the end of this episode.
It's good.
I like how they gave Peabody like the most basic teacher names. Like she's such a teacher stereotype. Like the look, Peabody, Ethel. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
It was alright.
But just that little bit where she had to be like, if you listen to me, I'll make you feel like it was. If you listen to me, I'll make you feel better. I was like, why do you need? You're the Purple Man. You don't need stakes.
Yeah.
You just tell them to do stuff.
Yeah.
She'll learn.
She'll learn. Well, she just got it. She just got the powers.
She could have commanded that whole bus.
So while this is going on, the GCPDs, after figuring out who Clayface is, they're on their way back. They're on their way to Arkham to save the day. Fish escapes with, like, she rounds up a clan that she completely controls, and then she finds Hugo. And I like those little interactions with Hugo too. Like Hugo tried to control her, like, listen, I'm not letting you leave, and she's just like, you know, I got like 5 people with me.
Right.
He's like, just get him, and then he just starts running. He runs, and then this is when he leads into This is when he leads to the Firefly.
No, this is when he runs to the bomb to like detonate it.
Yes.
And then he slaps, punches, does something to Miss Peabody.
She beats down Miss Peabody. A couple people in the chat were saying that they were afraid Miss Peabody died.
Yeah.
No, that would have been savage. That would have been real savage.
I thought
Hugo
she
Strange
was,
and he just like killed Miss Peabody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna die too. I was like,
she got in my way.
Yeah, no one
nobody died.
Yeah,
nobody died. And I was like, this will be the death that.
Good. I'm glad. You don't need to.
We didn't need one to die.
Everybody.
Yeah, we didn't need anybody to die.
Like TV shows today are so gratuitous with deaths. Like you don't have to kill everybody.
I mean, there are times when it's like, no, you got to.
But it's just too crazy now.
I think there are like 2 or 3. There are 2 or 3 people in the chat saying we've known her. We've known her first name.
Well,
but there was that her name was Apple.
Apple? No.
Either Ethel or Apple. We kind of heard her name last week, according to the chat.
No, this was like beginning of when we first met these 2 characters.
Okay,
that's when it
comments.
happened.
I don't think I've ever seen.
The comments will be the ultimate decider here.
I don't think I've ever been on a show for this season where the commenters and Monse were wrong at the same time. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's pretty crazy.
The commenters in the what?
That they're wrong and you're wrong at the same exact time.
Okay, you got jokes, Boo.
That's right.
So let's keep on going.
Season finale, baby.
Adam
I don't
Anderson
care.
in the chat says Ethel's name was revealed in the last episode.
What's his name?
Adam Anderson.
Adam Anderson, thank you so much.
Don't make an enemy out of me, Adam.
You don't need him, Adam.
So, okay, so he sets off the bomb, and then he finds his way to Mr. Freeze and Firefly, and we start the epic showdown.
Yes,
that was so crazy.
Probably my favorite shot of this half of the season, if not the whole season, was that shot with the reflection in Hugo Strange's glasses, because they were his creation, and like it was this everything. It was like when your kids fight, I guess. I don't know what that feels like.
I'm glad you brought that up. That was an amazing shot. The reflection in his glasses, the fire and ice. Oh, it was so good. I was like, well done, Gotham editors. Good job. I'm glad no one died. Like, I'm glad none of the villains died. I'm glad we're going to get another season with them. I'm glad, same thing with Firefly and Mr. Freeze. Clearly, I knew Freeze was going to die. So, and I liked how with Firefly, you kind of saw that there's a little bit of Bridget in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of Bridget there.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Right? She's not all the way gone.
Yeah. Well, because she said that's my friend.
Right.
No.
That it was like kind of like she was playing along. Yeah. She was playing along to keep her friend there.
Yeah.
Right.
I kind of thought Hugo died when he got caught in between blasts. I was just like, already? Right? Like, it was just so, like, it was an awesome moment because he just got rammed. Like,
well, I feel like
shellacked.
Well, I think if fire hits ice, it's just water. So I think I think he kind of got like warmly waterboarded.
Yeah, I thought that was
what happened. I think if we're gonna Mythbusters this. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that jumped the shark for me a little bit.
Yeah, but he really. I mean,
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, I thought he was dead too.
And then the fact that he's alive, I was like,
and he was pretty regular too. Yeah.
Pero for real, like. Pero for real.
Pero for real. He was pretty regular too. Like when he woke up, he was like, oh hey. Oh.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, I liked the scene. I liked everything. I just was like, really, and then I felt like he was shot for too long. It's like seriously, he's just passed out.
Yeah.
Just slap him around.
He had like a hole in the left side of his chest. Like,
and then his face is fine.
I'm sticking with he was waterboarded with scalding water. That's that's the equivalent to what happened to Hugo Strange today.
Yeah, he didn't get burnt and he didn't get iced, frozen.
He didn't get iced.
Frozen, whatever.
And then
Freeze.
Jim, Bruce, and Lucius find him, and that's where they devise their plan to go get the bomb.
Yeah, and that's when Catwoman. That's when Selina Kyle escapes.
Yes, she escapes with Bruce.
Yeah.
And they get Enigma. Enigma gets them to the bomb. And I like this little moment where when they're trying to stop the bomb, they see Peabody, and Peabody's like, water. We're like, yes, water.
Yes. They all forgot their nuclear disarming class.
Yeah.
Where it's like, water, duh.
And then the Peabody's just like, no, the water was for me.
Right,
Like,
like,
they
they're
completely
coming-
guessed.
Like, she wasn't even, there was no guess. It was, she was worried about getting, and I think, I like when characters make these logical choices.
Yeah.
Like, because when, like, two characters are defusing a bomb, like, the realistic choice wouldn't play very well on TV. Because the realistic choice would be two very somber, accepting death
Yeah.
Yeah.
people of, like,
Like,
okay,
this is it.
so we're going to try to pull out that ribbon. If we die, we're going to die anyway. We're going to do that? Let's do that.
Yeah.
But I do like that we got that out of Miss Peabody, where she was literally like, I'm going to die. Can I just get a glass of water?
Yeah.
When they come back with the water, she reaches out.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's for her.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they throw it, and then she's
Rude.
like, I need water.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, oh, you weren't helping. Oh, you're still evil.
Yeah.
No bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno. You're still evil. I thought for a second you were being helpful because you were upset Hugo Strange hit you.
Yep.
That's what I thought. I was wrong.
And,
You're just evil.
And while this is all going down, Fish is trying to escape, and she steals a school bus, unknowing to her, unbeknownst to her.
And us. I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Me neither.
I mean, they were tranquilizing people and putting them in that school bus.
Yeah.
And then they kept saying, like, the precinct was like, there's a bus on the road.
I thought it
But
was a
I
regular
only
bus,
thought
though.
it
Yeah,
was her.
I thought it was an empty bus.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize till obviously after. I was like, oh, there's like all the villains are in this
Yeah.
bus.
All right.
And then they shoot it down. I mean, what it's going is she does there's the whole car chase thing.
She don't care.
She's going out.
Fish Mooney don't care.
She don't care.
And freaking Penguin and his crew. What's my man's name?
Butch.
Butch. Thank you.
Butch.
Chain gun Butch.
Yes, Butch. Yes, Butch is like the man of artillery now. Butch is there. He just shoots it down. He always has like these heavy, awesome. A piece of me was wondering if it was attached to his.
It might be.
Fake hand.
Yeah.
It might have been a part of it that it was he was Sam Ashing it, if you
Yeah.
will.
Sam,
Ash
kudos
for-
to you. Kudos to you.
They're making a pretty big campaign for him to get. They're doing a pretty big for your consideration campaign for Sam Ash on Sam Ash or Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
For what?
For it's on Stars. It's Ash.
Oh, yeah.
They did Bruce Campbell to
Yeah.
be Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
That he was okay.
No,
We'll move on.
I mean the show's already on Stars, right?
Yes, but they're doing it for your consideration to get him an Emmy.
Oh, that's nice.
For
He does-
playing
he
that
deserves
character,
it.
yeah.
He deserves it. That's another show where a character.
I got it's another show. I just don't know.
He has no hand, and he puts the chainsaws on his hand. He's Butch-esque. When Butch cuts off his hand, you think Ash.
Yes.
Got it.
From the
when
Evil
you say Ash Evil Dead, I think fries, pizza.
Okay.
You know, I don't know what
Ash
you're talking
Evil Dead.
about. Tune out. Think about food.
All right.
So
Golden State.
So he shoots down
Okay,
the
Cupid.
spot, and it goes down, and Penguin comes, and he's just calling out for Strange, and I think everyone at the table, we all got a little bit excited, to see a Fish Mooney, Penguin, and Butch reunion.
Yeah, because I even wrote down, why is Butch there? Why did they just randomly show up? Like,
Well, because Butch was like
were-
trying to protect his city,
right,
and then he shows up with the chain gun, and then Fish Mooney shows up, and he's like, "This." He just
this
like
is too much.
right.
He just like deuces out. It's been like, I can't even right now.
When they started yelling for Strange, I was like, oh, okay, you're looking for Strange. You're not just chasing this bus randomly because, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, I see you.
Yeah. And then she touches Penguin. Penguin sees her, and Penguin freaks out.
Did he
A
faint?
lot of people are asking if Penguin died. I'm pretty sure Penguin didn't die.
No, did he just faint?
I think he
fainted,
fainted because she didn't tell him to do anything.
Yeah.
Because she could have told him to faint, and he would have fainted. But
Yeah.
But she touched him. Yeah, she touched him.
She touched him, but she didn't say to do anything.
No, she just said, I'm here or whatever. She didn't say anything.
Because she could have like touched him and said, "Let me run the city now." And he probably would have made that go down.
or even
Yeah.
say, follow me.
Yeah, like anything.
Umbrella
He just-
boy, something.
He just fainted.
He
Just like forget the last 2 years and carry my umbrella again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She could have done
wonder-
all that.
I wonder how much. I want them to test these limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Butch sees her, and Butch is just. I was expecting a little more from Butch. I didn't think Butch would just run, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with their.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has to get back to Tabitha, which we know nothing about.
Tabitha's still in the hospital, I'm guessing.
I I know. I just wish they would have. I didn't need to see her. I just wish it would have been like Barbara when that scene with the three of them. That Barbara's like, "How's she doing?"
True.
And then he's like, "Better." Okay, great. That's all I needed to know.
Those two need to retire to Smallville and just wreck Smallville. Those two just need to, like, very quietly just run a calm, cool, manageable town in the DC universe.
There we go.
Butch and Tabitha, the crime underlords of Smallville.
So, and now Fish is free in the city. Then I'm excited for that. Like, Fish is now free. She's back in Gotham City. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it all depends on if Jada Pinkett is going to come back to the TV show and what she wants to do. But it's now she doesn't have to come back, but she can.
She can.
She's just out there now.
Yeah, which is awesome. Jim makes a decision. He speaks to Bruce, and he makes a decision that he has to go find Lee.
No, duh.
I know, right? But
like, seriously?
But I'm glad they explained why he didn't do it before, how he blamed himself for the death of the baby.
I mean, he's got to get all the way over to the Fox lot for that.
Yeah.
He's got to get past Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
He's got to...
Yeah.
That's a lot to get past, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'd pick Ryan Reynolds
well,
over Ben McKenzie.
Jeez.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's too late. He already got it.
Shades
yeah,
brown.
but she got both.
She might have gotten both. He already shot that club up. That's slang for impregnating her.
Oh.
I heard that online.
Okay, so you're the only one that knew that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Club up. That's what all the guys are saying. No one else uses it. It's just me.
I feel like it originated here.
I know.
Yeah,
A year from now, people are going to talk about it, and know your meme is going to link to this video.
I heard it somewhere. Okay, so Jim. Yeah, so Jim's gonna go get Lee, and then I like how at the end, it looks like Bruce is like, all right. Oh no, sorry. Bullock is made captain.
Yeah.
Clearly, and
by Gordon.
I know by Gordon, who's not even in the.
Gordon has that power.
I know, and then Bullock, and then Bruce is talking to Alfred, and he doesn't know. At first, you think it's all right. That's it.
Yeah.
It's over, and then he's just like, all right. There's a council, so
this was
we have to. And Alfred's just like, oh
bloody hell,
bitch! It's like, kid, just go buy a PlayStation.
Kid, just go buy 5
He's
PlayStations.
like, we have to. And I like how Selina's just like, hey, that's why I love him.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's why I love him. That's Brucey. That's our Brucey. Bam, 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 bam.
I think that's the 3-camera sitcom they're gonna spin off too.
That's our Alfred,
That's
Bruce, and
our
Selina.
Bruce.
That's our Bruce. Yeah. Anything
and then Evil Bruce.
And sorry, I completely forgot about Evil Bruce. I'm sorry.
We got the teaser.
Yes.
But before that, can we talk a little bit about Barnes coming back? Barnes is gonna come back. Barnes ain't dead.
Well, I don't know. It depends what happens.
Do we think Bullock's the boss? Before we dive into predictions, do we think Bullock will be the boss when we come back to season 3?
I can't respond to that yet.
Okay.
Until prediction.
He's got a master plan.
I've got a prediction.
All right.
All right, fine. I don't think Barnes comes back. I mean, not that he dies. I just think it's like, bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
So a homeless woman lets all the villains out of the freaking school bus.
Yeah. Was she homeless?
I mean,
Is that what we got from that?
she was pushing a cart and was wearing a blanket. That's usually the signs of homelessness.
In TV casting, you are correct.
Okay.
I mean.
I thought she was just walking through Gotham.
Just walk around New York City. I mean, that's not exactly the.
I feel like a lot of people in Gotham are homeless, though.
Yeah.
Like she's middle class in Gotham.
Okay. So all the villains come out, and I was squinting, trying to see if I could pick any of these villains out.
Me too. Well, you see the hand. You
see Croc. We definitely see Croc. We definitely see Killer Croc. People are claiming they heard Jerome laugh. I'd buy that.
I didn't hear that. I wish I would have, but I'm sure. Maybe
I heard
it was
a maniacal laugh, but it's really like when a bus full of villains empties, it's kind of difficult.
It was very
it's
generic
like
to me.
one.
Yeah.
But I'll give everyone that it's probably Jerome.
Yes.
We likely have Mad Hatter because we've been teased that enough.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
Freeze and Firefly are on the bus, but they're around.
Yeah.
And then we get Emo Bruce.
So he comes out and he has long hair and he's all like just gothic, and he just leans in like, thank you.
Even looks older.
He does look older.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Some people are saying that is Bruce Wayne's older brother, who is Lincoln March / the Owlman. Other people which I believe his name is also Thomas Wayne Sr. It would be the older brother
Is that
of the Waynes.
is that a character in the comic books?
Owlman.
I know of Owlman, but Owlman's his older brother. Isn't Owlman an alternate universe character of Bruce Wayne in the comic books?
It gets a little messy.
Interesting.
This character gets a little messy. But this show is the show, as we've established on this after show,
is the Honey Badger?
The Honey Badger of comic book shows.
One more Honey Badger
They do
reference.
not care.
One more. Yeah, they do not care. They do not care.
He's probably the Mad Hatter. He's probably just the Mad Hatter, and he happens to look like Bruce Wayne, and they'll make it work.
Imagine. Goodness.
It's Gotham.
Guys, I think it's time.
It's time.
I think it's time
All right.
for predictions.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm gonna go first.
Oh, good.
I don't think I've gone first in the longest time.
Go for
The
it.
longest time. That should have been the intro song.
Oh.
For the longest time.
What song is that?
Billy Joel.
Got it.
Don't play with me, Monse.
I just don't know if you were wrong. I felt like you were singing Final Countdown with the wrong words.
I have a plethora of great tracks in my mind.
That is a fair choice.
I think this is something I said before. This is nothing new. This prediction. I think that when season 3 comes back, we are going to be maybe 5 to 6 years, in between 5 and 10 years in advance.
No
a
way.
lot.
There is no way you can do that.
Yep, hold on.
If they do that, that would upset me.
That would upset me too.
No, we already don't like it, so stop talking.
There are some holes in my choice, and I'm going to explain why. But there are 5. Like, Jim's going to leave, but he won't. He's going to be with Lee. He won't come back. And by the time he comes back, they're not gonna have seen him since. Bruce is gonna be a little bit older. He's gonna be a little bit deeper in the game. It's gonna be Gotham is gonna be completely different from season 2 to season 3. He's gonna be gone for 5 years. It's gonna be a big deal. Like it's been 5 years since I've been gone. Like when season 3 comes back, it'll be him on the train coming back. Now there's some holes. What does this mean for Butch and Fish? Because I know everyone wants to see the initial first year comeback of Fish, Mooney, and her interactions with Penguin and Butch. So if there's a big 5-year gap, that's kind of gonna kill that. So I know there's that, but that's about it.
Go on.
Yeah,
but I'm 100% certain he's gonna come back. He's gonna be a gap.
Prediction.
Alfred, Bruce is not gonna. You're not gonna come back, and Bruce is gonna be like 13. Like, nah.
Okay, so I think there will be a jump, but it's not gonna be yet. If there's a jump, I say it happens halfway through season 3.
That's not
when
too shabby.
jumps happen.
Yeah.
That's not too shabby.
Because it's like, if you did a jump right now with that finale, that would upset me.
Me too.
I want to know what happens right after this.
You unleash an army of monsters onto Gotham, and you're saying we're going to jump 5 years?
When you come back, all those monsters are going to be running things.
So
all those monsters are going to have goals. It's going to be a completely different Gotham.
No, we're gonna pick up where we left off, and like halfway through season 3, there'll be a jump.
I'm not saying it's going to be a good jump. I'm not saying it's going to be a great.
No,
I'm
that's
just
a terrible
saying
jump if they do it at the beginning of season 3.
I'm not saying. Listen. My predictions have nothing to do with what I want. They have nothing to do with what I want. They are what I see happening because I am feeling the momentum of the show.
Can someone in the comments go back and do a percentage of predictions that Micheal Drew has gotten correct?
Hey, well, don't sleep on me. My predictions weren't too bad.
Your predictions are all right. I'm not saying, but like this one is out of control.
It just would be so frustrating to not see this beginning of the release of the monsters.
Hey, granted, I will tell you that what you just said right now, it works pretty good. If you're gonna do a jump, it's in between season. I would prefer that to my jump. I think that's a good jump. That would work because they do have a mid-season break.
Right, and it's just to do at the beginning of the season, even if there's no jump at season 3 and we're here season finale season 3 giving a prediction. I would say if there's a jump again halfway through season 4, don't do it at the beginning of the season.
All right.
Let them at least like contain the monsters and take down the court of what.
Like, show me.
I'm not gonna give any more credence to this. Okay.
Show me stuff that's happening.
Okay. Court of Owls is always gonna be there.
Court of Owls is gonna be really unhappy with what Hugo Strange did.
Yes.
The villains that he released, who I am predicting are Killer Croc, Mad Hatter, Firefly, Jerome / Joker, Ragdoll, Freeze, Owlman. It will be Commissioner Barnes, and then someone will be Captain, possibly Gordon when Gordon comes back. I think Ben McKenzie's going to talk his, probably by that point, wife into staying on the show that he's on. Mm-hmm. Because otherwise, I mean, she's a movie star now.
She's almost there. She's got the chops.
And the possibility of Sandman.
Boom.
Sandman
Roasted.
who?
Not the Spider-Man Sandman, the DC Sandman.
Who's the DC Sandman again?
I'll send you some links.
And no, but Justice Society of America Sandman. Oh, wait, the
really dark, brooding Sandman.
Sorry, I want to get this before the show ends. The Neil Gaiman Sandman.
Yes.
In Gotham.
Possible or a version. That's my.
You're sitting here pooping on my predictions. This
was my limb.
Okay,
if you're gonna go out on a limb, tell everybody and make it be something that awesome. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt's gonna play him. I'm kidding.
I love it.
That wouldn't happen.
Wow, wowzers.
He was attached to a movie at some point.
That he was
to do the Neil Gaiman Sandman.
Okay, well, guys, is that it? Is that it for your predictions?
Yeah.
Yes, I think I covered. I think you got to end on that one.
That was a good one, guys. I just want to say this was a good season.
Yes.
We
long,
had a good time.
but good.
It was long. It was very long.
That's what he or she said.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh.
That's how you end the show.
Yes. Everybody, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Micheal_Drew, Micheal EAL. And as for my teammates, where?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Monse Bolanos, MonseBolanos. And you?
You guys can find me on Twitter almost exclusively at Steve Kaufmann. That is Kaufmann. I do a lot of shows with my Harry Potter improv group. Yes, it's a Harry Potter improv group. As far as I'm aware, we're the only Harry Potter improv group in the world. We are performing all over town. We're with the Bearded Men West this Saturday, the 28th. We are at I.O. West. Sorry, we're at the Last Bookstore, June the 25th. We are at I.O. West. No, we're with the Bearded Men again, June 18th. We are at I.O. West on the... we didn't update that part of the calendar.
Hey.
We're all over the place at the show that shall.
Yes, everybody. It was great. A great season.
Yeah.
See y'all next time.
Bye.
Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.